Let's ask this guy a few questions. I want to ask about you. McDonan is just a humble merchant from the Rim. What would you wish to know about we? Where do you come from? Well, you couldn't say it, and don't have the ears for it. 2 voices create the name, and 4 ears hear the sound. We suppose the trade lanes have had to call us something. With 1 mouth, the world is Sorges. Far off the Perlemian trade route. It's an unimportant stop, we admit. We left for a life of trade because we are strong and a good talker. We have done well. You 1 creature or 2? You're pardoned for asking because you only know 1 mind. At least only 1 at a time. We are 1 now, but weren't always. We grow together, bonded from the age of choosing when we become whole. Not like you. You are half of what you should be, like Broad Squealer. Not that we would want to offend you. We don't want to lose any business. That is just our way, as Père Duag. Your other half doesn't say it. Just because you can't hear doesn't mean it isn't there. Where do you come from? You couldn't say it. Oh, I do. I already asked this. Yep. Do you know anything about Tatooine? Not as much as we should. If we knew more, we would have better business. Travelers like us best. Settlers don't have much to trade. We don't travel far on Tatooine itself, you see. The weather is not like our home. Too dry, way too dry. Would I ask to get more information? Always trust the locals, even if they don't trust you. They're the ones that really know what's going on. That's true on any world. Heard any off-world rumors? Just what everyone else talks about. Terrace and the Sith and the stirring of change. Could be good for business, could be bad for business. All that we know is that wise people keep it low and stay out of the way. Something to always remind your other half, or if you have one. What else do you have for me? That's it. Okay. Anyone with credits is always welcome. Alright, bruh. Hello there, Captain. Let's see. Ah, yes. Here it is. Looks like the shipment has been delivered to your ship as requested. What shipment? What are you talking about? It's Docking Bay 32, isn't it? Yeah, yes, it is. And that's what I have here on the registration form. Everything seems to be in order. The Gizka are your problem now. Excuse me, did you say Gizka? It's right here on the manifest that you ordered a crate of Gizka to be delivered to Docking Bay 32. That's right here. Now all I need is your thumbprint for the... Wait a second, where did the datapad go? Nothing is ever organized around here. That happens, I'm afraid. We don't accept liability, and we certainly couldn't take the cargo back. Enjoy. Cool. They just released something onto my ship, and I don't know what it is. What is this? What? The fates seem to be conspiring against you. The disorganized port authorities on Tatooine appear to have shipped the delivery of Gizka to the Ebon Hawk's hold, and there doesn't appear to be any way to give them back. Dock worker mentioned that some of the Gizka escaped, which certainly doesn't sound good. It certainly doesn't. Hello, mechanic. Alright. Well, I've already checked this, I believe. Let me go check the hold then, I guess. See what the fuck they've just delivered to my ship. Gizka. Whatever the fuck Gizka is. Could be anything. The trouble with tribbles. There's gonna be a bunch of fucking tribbles, dude. Oh. It is tribbles. Gizka looks at you curiously, cooing. Pick it up. You try to pick up the Gizka, but it wriggles from your grasp and plops back down to the floor. Gizka looks at you curiously, cooing. Lack of attention hops away. I don't want these on my ship. If we could get rid of these, that'd be great. Do I want to kill? I really don't want to kill it. I don't want to kill it. Like, I don't want to kill it.
Hey there.
Do you know anything about these Gizka creatures?
Are you sure you want to ask me about that?
Yes. What do you mean? Yes, I do. I do want to ask you about them. the fuck? Why wouldn't you answer me? What do you guys think about the fucking Gizka creatures?
I've been given a challenge I can't ignore.
Yeah. Okay.
The sooner we get...
We're on Tatooine, you dipshit. But I want to know what I should do about these stupid Gizka creatures. I want to kill them, honestly. If that's the only option, I don't want them on my ship. I don't want a bunch of these fucking frogs hopping around my goddamn ship, dude. I'm gonna pet it. I'm gonna pet it, even though I don't really want to. Behind its nubs, I pass for ears and it coos enthusiastically in response. I'll play a game with the Gizka. You play a game of peekaboo with a little creature hiding your face behind your hands, startling you each time you appear. What fun! Gizka looks at you curiously, cooing. Wow, that was great. I paid you attention, you piece of shit. I don't want to kill it, dude. Man, I don't want to kill it, though. I know nothing of what you speak. Wow, great. Everyone is just going to be incredibly unhelpful, I'm sure.
I do not know how to help you with that.
Wow, this is just like the fucking stowaway problem. You guys are fucking useless. I can't believe you. I can't believe you guys.
How can I help?
No advice. Not a single piece of advice.
It's not that I look for.
Oh, great.
What do you need?
You guys are all frickin' distracted by other things. We got a bunch of stupid frogs on the ship and nobody even cares. Nobody even cares. Nobody even cares. Nobody wants to tell me what to do about them. I don't like it. Yeah, alright, well, we will return to this situation in the future. And you guys better have something to say about it. So I really don't know what to do about this. We are going to Anchorhead, I guess. Off we go. Here we go. Just so you know, I've already been playing for 2 hours tonight. I haven't recorded much usable footage, but oh man, I am deep in it. I am deep in it. Oh wow. Okay, this is definitely Tatooine. Okay, why do I have the maps? The maps fully filled just from the get-go, huh? Circle office, swoop registration, cantina, droid shop. To the Dune Sea. Okay. So this is a pretty straightforward area, huh? The company loses everything on Tatooine. Is Terrace gone? I wonder if the Sith will... So like I said, I give my sister my Super Nintendo. But, I don't know how long she will have it. She's trying to finish Illusion of Gaia. So, we'll see if that happens. But the last time I let her borrow this NES was literally for the exact same reason, and she didn't finish it. She got stuck on the vampires and then never played it again. And I was like, can I have it back? She's like, well, I'm gonna finish it eventually. And then she never did. And then I eventually got it back.
Will you help me? I have nothing left.
What do you need?
Oh, thank you. I don't have anywhere else to turn. If you're down and out on Tatooine, you're on your own. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes. This raid plate is all I have left. Please, will you buy it? I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it to Faza without a license. Please, I'm worried about having it. They're so rare.
What is a raid plate? Where did you get
It's
it?
the bone plate from the head of the desert raid. My husband was so proud when he found it. He had just started hunting. He said he felt sure the next hunt would bring in more, so we waited to sell this one. Then he never came back.
Well, this is really sad.
Will you buy it?
You know what? I would like to buy it just because I feel bad for you, but I'm probably getting swindled, I'm sure. Well, what if I take it and sell it for you?
I don't know. How could I be sure you would come back? Are you sure you can't buy it? Please. I'm sorry, but I can't take that chance.
Yeah, I can't afford it.
I don't know what to do then. We need the credit.
Yeah, okay.
Please.
I'll be back. I can buy whatever this stupid thing is.
Please. Have you reconsidered?
I did want to ask a little bit more. Why do you need the
We
money?
spent everything on my husband's hunting gear. We hoped that the sport would support us. We hoped. Whoever killed him took everything. All I have left is this Desert Raid plate. We thought we were so lucky when he brought it home. If I could sell it, the kids and I could get out of here. Maybe buy passage to Coruscant? I don't know. Will you help after? I still can't believe he's gone.
Who was he? Tell me about him.
His name was Ward Fizark. He used to work in the mines, but they scaled back last year. He was new to hunting, but he was a good fighter. Used to be a soldier. We spent everything on his gear. After a few trips, he didn't come back. Guards say his sandcrawler crew found his body stripped of everything. Nobody saw anything, and most of the other hunters never even knew him. He had just started. I don't trust any of them. But those Gamorreans, they just laugh when they see me. I think they did it. It doesn't matter. There's no justice on Tatooine. I don't care what happens to them. I just need credits. I've got to think about my family, not those vicious pigs.
Okay.
Will you buy it? Please.
Alright. If I had enough, I would buy it. 500 credits, but I literally just spent all my credits on myself. There's a lot of quests here that just involve me just spending money in order to solve the quest. I'm not too keen on those. Not my favorite type of quest. Hey, do you have enough money to complete this quest? Well, no, because I actually buy things that are useful, and I don't want to spend my goddamn hard-earned cash on just handing out to random people, even though I'm a good person, okay? Even though I'm a good person, I don't care. Information, if I could trouble such a worthy hunter for a moment. Spare me, flattery human, such talk is rarely sincere. Who are you? What did you do? I'm Command Fortuna, a hunter and a member of this lodge. It's not the life for everyone, but I am content. Where's the best hunting? The best hunting is wherever the best hunter is. Try to answer. The only one I can give. Depends on what you seek. Raid are plentiful and are the spoils of the sport hunter. Dragons appear only to the true hunter. Dragons. Vision is key. Great dragons hunt alone, and their prey is whatever can catch their attention. So dragons are rare. Are they dangerous? They are both rare and dangerous, and an honor to hunt. If you survive, you are blessed and favored. Respect them. Some try to lessen the risk by mass hunting with battle droids. I'd rather hunt solo, taking the risk as my own. Why use battle droids? I will not speak of it while they live. It is their shame to admit or hide. They know the effect it has. Perhaps they will kill so many raid that they also kill to hunt. After that, perhaps the solo hunter will still prosper. How long have you been out this? A decade? 2? I don't enslave myself with timing. There's day and there's night. You really don't know anymore. Tatooine will change in my lifetime. Why bother trying to keep up with the rolling of the years? Where's the best hunting? The best hunting is wherever the best hunter is. Okay, no, I've already asked this actually. No. Hold on. Shut up. What can you tell me about the other hunters? Probably not as much as you would learn speaking to them yourself, even if they tell you nothing. The most obvious are the Gamorreans. However, Gurki and his crew are not the best company. They hunt, but often come back with salvage instead of hides or pearls. I think their prey walks upright. Wouldn't the guards have something to say about that? The dunes are far from the reach of their blasters. Besides, Gurk spends his money in company stores. What about the hunters besides the Gamorreans? Put simply, Dork Kin is honorable. Dennis Ven is not so much, but I've no real quarrel with him. Let's go back to my first questions. I'm looking for something. Who knows this planet best? No one that will return your question. True. To truly know the dunes, you have to live there, as the Sand People do. Only they truly explore the land, but they attack without debate if you see them at all. Have you ever seen the Sand People with anything odd? Sand People carry nothing but weapons and bloodlust. To them, outsiders are invaders to be repelled. Once or twice, however, I've seen them emerge from older ruins with sacks and other containers. I've always been driven off, and if I examine the site later, there is nothing left. Okay. What kind of ruins were these? Where were they? They were old storehouses of some kind, but you couldn't find them now. The sand covers all. The only ones who would know what was there are the Sand People, and you would have to take it by force. Finding their encampment is easy enough. Walk south until you are attacked. But the Jawas. The Jawas may know the land as well, but are more interested in trading than talking. They scavenge to escape. Their language is difficult. If you can get anything more than the price of a droid out of them, I'll be impressed. Okay, goodbye. I'm done with you.
Get lost, Tenderfoot. I hunt Desert Raid. I don't babysit.
Come now, I just want to benefit from your experience.
Well, you sure know how to get on my good side. You're just trotting out bantha paths, but thanks all the same.
Who are you?
My name is Doric Quinn. I'm a hunter. I hunt. Is that enough, or should I start listing my family birthdays? If I knew the best place, why would I tell anyone? It would be worth too much to me to let it get out. It doesn't matter anyway. This season has been dry for me, as it has for almost everyone. Perhaps someone else is holding out, but there's simply fewer raid out there.
Why?
It used to be a one-on-one test. Hunter against hunted. Now people just want the credits. I could stomach maybe a pair or a team of hunters, but some now use battle droids. Where's the sport in that?
Who?
That's not for me to say. I won't be a troublemaker in so small a community. You'll see. Hunt, and you will see.
How long?
I've tracked wild beasts my whole life, but I've only been hunting here for 5 years. I've much to learn yet.
What do you want to learn?
There are hunters that go after the big kills, the crate dragons. I don't know how they do it. I never even see the things. Komad is the one I respect, but I also trust that the only difference between us is experience. I will learn.
Where?
If I knew the best place, it doesn't matter.
Well, that's right. You already answered
Perhaps someone
this.
else is.
How long have you been at this?
I've tracked wild beasts my whole life, but I've only.
What do you want to
There
learn?
are hunters that go.
Oh, no.
Komad
Okay,
is the
okay.
one.
Sorry. What can you tell me about
I
the
don't
other
go
hunters?
telling stories about other people. You want to know what they think? You go talk to them.
Uh-huh.
One word though. Watch yourself around the Gamorreans. Gurk and his buddies aren't to be trusted. Everyone
Figures.
else I respect because they have skill. Those guys, they go for easier prey.
What makes you say that?
Watch your back when you hunt. The dragons aren't the only dangers out there. If that's what you want, you'll have to ask around. Comad Fortuna is a much more experienced hunter than I am. He hunts far from Anchorhead. The
Okay.
local Jawas are a good source of information, even if it is hard to understand them. It may cost you, though. Good hunting.
All right. Thank you for your information. We've got 3 dudes here. Don't you interrupt my drinking. Gurky's got more patience. Go bother him. Got nothing to say to you. Maybe Gurky do, but that is his business. Haha, boys, talk to me. What do you want, human? Gurky has no time for you. Ha. Yeah, you tell him, Gurky. Snot. What if I wanted advice? I'm sure you are very smart. What? You trying to get my secrets, I bet. Trying to find where I hunt. Yeah, you get nothing, Snot. So can I ask what you do? Gurk and his boys hunt. That's what we do and who we are. But we don't train babies like you. We have the red best out of everybody. We don't have time to train you or anyone. And the other. Just say you don't know how to hunt. Bah, they know we are just as good as them, and that's for sure. Yeah, we prove it because some of them don't come back, but we always do. So, shut up, stupid. Why don't you let him speak? What, you deaf because he's stupid and talks too much? You leave us alone now. I'm not stupid, you're stupid.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. I hope this doesn't take too long. Gamorreans like to throw insults around, but they just don't have the smarts for it.
You are stupid one, not me. You're too stupid to even know you are stupid. No, you are stupid one, stupid. You're so stupid everyone see you and say, look at stupid. Shut up, stupid. What did you say about us? Some liars, every one of them. Yeah, they're just jealous of us and stuff. It's not our fault some of them die out in the dunes. Shut up, stupid. Are you good scouts? Oh, we are best among everybody, but not for you. We hunters know more than everybody. Yeah, you gotta learn the dunes yourself, and maybe you're tough enough to talk to us. Probably not, though. Yeah, probably not. Bet you don't come back. Shut up, stupid. Yeah, we hunt the raid best out of everybody. We don't have time to train you or anyone. Okay. Hey, you leave, that's good. Maybe we see you out on the dunes. Maybe before you see us. Shut up, stupid. What an exciting conversation that was. Sure learned a
What can I do
lot.
for you? Did my wife send you? This ain't about credits, is it?
I'm looking for experts.
Well, of course, darling. Whatever Tanis Ven can do. You know, very few human females come to Tatooine.
What?
Ask your questions, please.
I want to ask who you are and what does
Sure
you do?
you do. Tanis can tell you all about the thrill of the hunt. Man versus beast. It's all very exciting. What specifically would you like me to cover?
Pretty forward for a married
Well, the
man.
wife doesn't really take much of an interest in my work. Not like you. Now, you have questions?
Where's the best
There isn't
hunting?
any. Too many hunters, not enough prey. I can barely keep expenses covered. Maintenance on battle droids is expensive. Of course, it's better than going alone. What if I stumbled on a bunch of sand people? These solo hunters are crazy.
You hunt with battle droids. Is that sporting?
I'm more the practical type, beautiful. I keep myself fed and make sure everything I have is taken care of. Some guys will talk about honor and stuff, but they still sell their plates to Faza. I guess honor needs creds too.
Don't you need to take more kills to keep your droids running?
I suppose, but so what? When that resource goes belly up, I'll just move on. I'm just a wandering spirit, I guess. I'm not real popular with the others, but they just fool themselves. They're in it for the credits too.
Yeah, understandable.
Too long, but it beats smuggling. You ever run into a Sith dreadnought in the desert? No, you haven't.
You crossed paths with Sith
Hell, I
dreadnought?
married her. No, seriously. I had this friend that crossed Sith space and got stripped of everything. It's not like I have much now, I guess, but I still prefer sand people to getting ambushed on unproven trade routes.
Okay, what can you tell me about the other
Uptight and
hunters?
cold, like my wife. They don't like me streamlining the hunt with droids. I don't fit in, but I don't let it bug me. The Gamorreans are different. Good rowdy drinking buddies. Kirk and his boys, they understand that hunting is a
Yeah,
business.
you're gonna side with
Of
them.
course, they hunt other things than raid, too.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't turn your back on them, ever.
Mm-hmm. What are you suggesting?
Nothing at all. Just keep your eyes on them, that's all.
What about the hunters besides the
Dorak
Gamorreans?
is reasonable. Komad is a pain, but he keeps his distance. I can tell he doesn't like me much.
I don't think
Ask
anyone
around the
really
lodge if
does.
you want information about the other guys. I don't really talk to them much.
That's like everyone, isn't it? I've already asked
Too
this.
long.
Yeah, no, I have already asked this. Okay, what can... Let's go back.
Fine, whatever you want.
I'm looking for something. Who knows this planet
Well,
best?
darling, old Tanis might be just what you need. Unless you mean the dunes. I suppose only the Sand people really know them. I'm sure I can help you. Ask away.
Have you ever seen the Sand People with anything odd?
Sure. My blood. They almost got me last year. Tore up 2 of my battle droids. Wife was mad about that. Took her weeks to fix. Where they got weapons to cut battle armor, I don't know. They act like animals, but they can surprise you.
Where?
I don't know. Take a dune and walk. They'll get you soon enough.
Fair enough. What about the Jawas?
Smart traders. They've salvaged and sold me my own damaged droids once or twice. They don't say much I can understand. I think they're a little slow, but who am I to judge, huh?
Alright.
You hurry back in.
Alright, bro. Chill out, calm down. Hey, I'm just a woman. Hello, Faz. Who's Fortuna? Oh, that's that guy. Okay. I'd like to talk to you. Well, a new face. Come to test your skill on the endless dunes of Tatooine. Faz's Lodge is the place to arrange it. This world may not have much, but it does have the meanest predators this side of the galactic rim, a hunter's paradise. Wait a second. Oh my god, I just realized I have a bunch of frogs. And there's a guy on Manan that's looking for small creatures. And I could take them over there. Oh my god, I just realized. I just fucking realized. Okay, that's probably where I should take the frogs. Do you have anything for sale or trade? I'm sorry, but I'm not allowed to even look at you. I look at what you have until I say hunting license. Circuit Corporation rules. The other hunters all have theirs. Can't make exceptions or else shut down. I've got some questions about hunting. You want to know how to get in on it. Just pay 200 credits for a license down at the Circle office. No license, no hunting. Why do I need a license? You need a license because nobody gets out of the city without one. Circuit Corporation uses it to keep track of people. We want people to know that if they step outside the gates, they are on their own. Only serious hunters pay the 200 credit fee. Once you have a license, I'll pay for whatever spoils of the hunt you bring back. I have off-world buyers that take them. Would you consider lowering the fee? Well, that's not up to me now, is it? I didn't really think it would be. You'd have to talk with the people down at the Circa office in the center of town. It just gave me the option, that's why I asked. What is there to hunt on Tatooine? Most of our boys confine themselves to hunting raid. Large fleshy beasts as tall as a man, or a tall man too. Does a raid have a large bone plate on their head that I pay well for? But that's not where the real glory of the hunt is. You've probably heard about the big prize, the Krayt Dragons, the most fearsome predator in the system they are. If you could find one, and I doubt you will, I'll buy the stones polished in their gizzard, the dragon pearls. Dragons are rare, then? You'd think it'd be easier to find such a gigantic creature. Comad's father took one down, but that was years ago. What was so special about Comad's father? He'd been a hunter for years, using strict traditional methods. Comad is just like him. Maybe he'll show you a thing or two out in the dunes. Let's go back to my first question. Alright, then, just keep it brief, will you? I want to ask about Tatooine. Not much to tell. Barren place. Can't support much, but I have managed to get some off-world hunters to show up. I suppose there's trouble here, like anywhere else, but you'll have to ask someone else about that. I keep to myself. Anything out of the ordinary happening? You mean here on Tatooine or just in general? I heard about the destruction of Taris. Don't know anything specific. I'm not surprised something like it happened. I remember the Exar Kun War. Now Sith and the Jedi fought across worlds. Don't have much interest in either group. Both act like they're above my concerns, and I guess they are. Know anything more local? Serka Corporation is always complaining about sand people. I stay out of it. We hunt animals, not people. And I guess the Jawas are being pushed around again. At least that's what I think they said. Tough to tell sometimes. You'll have to talk to these groups yourself for more. I keep to myself. Can I talk to... Okay, I think that was all, right? Let me just double check. Okay. I'll be here. I keep hunter's hours. Faz's is always open. Alright. I guess that's everyone except this guy. Kudos. Hello, human. Are you a hunter like the others here? Not the life for me, but I admire you for it. What do you do? I fill the days with games of Pazaak. Not that there's many people to play with, but a person should keep busy somehow. I play with that fellow in the cantina, but I find him distasteful. He does not play for the same reasons I do. Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? What do you play? Sport of it. Even if I lose, there's reward in having played to the best of my ability. I don't dwell on the credits taken or given. To most people, the game is simply gambling, but I choose to get more out of it than that. Not many players see it my way. Well, I'd like to ask you more questions. Very well. Could I ask you about Tatooine? Oh, I doubt I could tell you more than the rest of these fellows. I haven't set foot outside Anchorhead, and I don't know why anyone would want to. Tatooine isn't a very hospitable place. I'll be going as soon as parts for my ship arrive. It may take some time, though. Heard any rumors from off-planet? Nothing since that unfortunate business on Taris. The Republic is reeling from that, as are we all. It's troubling. But you can't let that call a stop to your day. We've survived worse, and will again. It's just the way things are. Okay. Would you care for a game? Okay, well, yeah, let's play a game. I'm up for it. I haven't played you before, so let's go slow to start. Low wagers to see how we measure up. Bet what you wish. I prefer the sport to the reward. Okay, I have 187 credits. I'll bet 75. Let me just look what I've got here. I don't think I've gotten many Pazaak cards in a while. Yeah, it's only 4 and 2 that I don't have a plus or minus for. Except I kind of do. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Haven't gotten anything new in a while. Let me make sure I play this right. 7 and turn. He's got 14. I've got 12. Odds are... Ooh, God. No, I have a +4 and a -2, though. Odds are in my favor, technically. So we'll keep going. He had to get 20 there. I got 20. We got to set tied. Pure luck on my hand. +12. We will just go for it again. Best we could get is 22. 14. That's a rough one. We don't want to get a 10. If we get anything other than 10, odds are in our favor. Anything other than a 10 here. Fucking, that's fine. We flip. We play. And we have 20. And he has 20. But he's played 2 cards. I played 1. So we continue. So far, ooh, 15. 15's not great. I want to get ahead of it. Okay. We can play a -2 and then stand at 19. And we hope. And we win. Cool, we are ahead. 2 at 2. 8. He's getting pretty good luck. Best we could get is a 20, or worst we could get is a 23. He's got 20 already. Okay. Well, he's gonna win unless we play the hand card, so we'll just play, I guess, and we tied the set. Oh man, this guy's very lucky. Are you kidding me? Incredibly lucky. Do I want to play my last hand card, or do I want to let him win the set? Let's just play the hand card. Now it's just down to pure luck, but he's got a card, so we'll see. Probably want to stand after. Okay, we just lost. Okay. Opponent wins. The odds are actually in the opponent's favor in most cases because they get to see what we have first. Odds are terrible here. We have to stand on 17. We simply have to. Wow. It's gonna come down to pure luck here. Stand on 18. And he loses and I win. Pure luck here. We'll stand on 17. Yes, okay, well, he's tied it. That's fine. Standing on 17 again. Fuck! Well, that's a bit of hard luck, friend. Sorry about your loss. It was good sport, though, wasn't it? Not really. I don't want you to get jaded about your performance. I see a lot of players quit too soon. It's your choice, of course. That was rough, dude. Luck was just not in my favor there, and I lost 75 credits to that. Okay. I can't talk to this guy at the table. I don't know what other guy he was exactly talking about here, because he was talking about somebody else that was playing Pazak, but there's nobody else here that has said they're playing Pazak. Whatever. We leave. Alright, where do we go now? What's up with this guy? Okay. Nice speaking. Alright, I already talked to these people over here, as far as I can tell. We've got some miners over here. Maybe I can talk to you? If they shut this place down, I would. Okay. Can't go in any of the houses. Oh, the ones I can go in are marked, apparently. Who are you? That human woman. I'm outraged at her arrogance. You. Do all of your species place yourselves on such annoying pedestals? Why, yes, we do. I'm sorry, what are you talking about? You should be sorry for sharing a species with that creature. I swear. Helena must be your word for pit rancor. Helena, Bastilla, isn't that your mother's
My
name?
mother was supposed to be here somewhere. Ask if they've seen her.
Seen her? Human, you couldn't miss her if you tried. She strolled into the cantina like she owned the place. She's still there? Probably. I don't think anyone else could top her attitude, so she won't be leaving. I won't be going back while she's there, though.
We should try to find her. I doubt she wants to be kept waiting.
Agreed. You're actually looking for her? You humans, you're all out of your minds. Bruh. That's my mom you're talking about. Don't talk about my mom like that, bro. Oh, he left. He's gone. Okay. Well, I guess we'll check it out. Hey, bro.
Something you want? I don't have a lot of time for talk, so please, make it quick.
I just want to ask some questions.
Of course. I always have time for a pretty face. Any face, really. What do you need?
You have time for anyone? Is that what you're saying? Describe your job and who you work for.
I repair the sand crawlers when they return from the mines. They get pretty banged up, even without the attacks.
What attacks?
The sand people attack them pretty regularly. Zerka Corporation is getting pretty sick of it, I hear. They've offered bounties on sand people for a while now, but few hunters take them up on it. Too dangerous.
What can I learn about these bounties?
Try at the Zerka offices right here. They'd know.
When do the sand crawlers head out?
Oh, the big crawlers head out at dawn. That's so they avoid the bigger predators. The raid, I mean. Doesn't help avoid the sand people, though. They attack pretty regular, no matter what Zerka Corporation tries.
What can you tell me about Tatooine and Anchorhead?
Well, it's a hole in the galaxy as far as I'm concerned. I doubt this outpost will last much longer. But that's happened before and will happen again. Anchorhead has been resettled a few times now.
Why have previous settlements failed?
Well, Tatooine fools people. It looks like it might have a good supply of resources, but it doesn't. Before a company learns this, they've already set up communities to support operations they now can't afford. Company pulls out, cities dry up, and after a few years, someone that doesn't know why it failed tries again.
Zerka Corporation is doing well
No
here?
one is. I guess it looked like a promising mining planet, but the metal, I tell you, it just isn't right.
What I've heard.
I've been a mechanic my whole life, and I've never seen anything corrode as fast as Tatooine metal. It's why whoever was here before left, and why Zerka will leave, and why whoever comes next will leave.
Okay. Bye.
All right then, back to work, I guess.
Later, bro. I don't see that you're gonna stop me from doing that, so I'm just gonna do it. Okay. Let's check out the Zerka office. See what they have to offer us. See if they have anything of intrinsic value. Guy said we can get bounties in here. So, that could be useful. Some bounty quests, we've done those before. You'll be hearing about this, you Zerka puppet. I'm not gonna let this drop. You can't just murder a whole village. And don't tell me to take my concerns to your corporate kiosk. I know when I'm not wanted. What's going on here? Who are you? Done talking in this office. They aren't interested in listening to me. I doubt they will even acknowledge I was here. Typical corporate evasion. That's what happens when they own everything. No accountability. Don't even bother bringing it up. Okay. I'm surprised at the lack of Sith presence in this town. Sith are just not here. We do have Zerka Corp, though. Let's talk to you.
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Zerka Corporation. I trust you have business with the company? If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses.
What? Really? Why not? I'm looking for a miner named Griff. Yes.
Griff? There's no Griff here. Never heard of him. No, I don't remember a single Griff on the Zerka Corporation payroll. Oh, you mean that Twi'lek? Must have slipped my mind for a second. Yes, of course I remember Griff. We
Well, that was
hired that
easy.
Twi'lek some time ago. Not a good worker, according to his crew chief. Always complaining and faking injuries to get out of work. He entered false timesheets and slept through his shifts. We even suspected him of stealing Zerka Corporation supplies, although we could never prove it.
So you fired him?
We would have fired him, but we needed workers. It would have been better for him if he had been fired. Then the Sand People wouldn't have gotten him.
Ooh. Sand People.
He was lost in a Sand People raid we suffered not too long ago. There were prisoners taken, but our rescue parties never found anyone alive. In the end, it just wasn't cost-effective to keep searching. All miners sign a waiver absolving Zerka Corporation of liability in these circumstances.
So your workers are all expendable?
Zerka Corporation cares deeply for all of its employees. That's why we've started a bounty program to thin the Sand People numbers. We didn't find his body, so we have to assume he was taken prisoner. Whether he's still alive, I couldn't say. That's all I can tell you. I shouldn't even have said this much. This is all privileged corporate information. I could lose my job.
You guys are covering up employees being kidnapped by Sand People? Jesus Christ. Is there some type of reward?
As I said, all employees have signed waivers absolving Zerka Corporation of any financial liability if this occurs. It is the industry standard.
If you get killed...
I suppose you could apply for special dispensation from the Zerka Corporation representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours only, please.
Man, they're gonna need a union. Never mind. I want to ask you about something else.
Very well, though I do have work to get back to.
I want to ask about hunting licenses.
As I said, we are no longer selling them. There are too many people cavorting about outside the walls as it is.
What do you care if I cavort outside the wall? Why would I need a license anyway?
We use them to ensure that only people judged fit by Zerka Corporation are allowed outside the city. We don't allow casual exploration because of legal concerns. Zerka Corporation takes no responsibility for loss.
But I don't
of
work
life
for you.
It's just so we can keep track of people. No one leaves the city without a Zerka hunting license.
Bro, I don't work for you. Why would you be liable for me? What? There's no way to get a license?
Well, normally we charge 200 credits, but I could make an exception if you agreed to perform a task for us. It's similar to hunting.
Bro.
The Sand People are becoming a problem. They destroy our sand crawlers and kill our miners. One particular tribe is the worst. It's as if their chieftain has decided to wage war against us. I would like their attacks terminated. Bring me their gaffy sticks as proof. If you agree to do this, I'll give you a hunting license now and pay a bounty for each stick later. I'll give a bonus for the chieftains.
I mean, the Sand People are generally Actually, I don't know. It depends on the movie we're... I think they're generally kind of violent. They do attack people fairly regularly. They're not very polite. Now murdering them all is kind of a bit extreme. But they're, you know... They often murder people. You know what I mean? Anyways, why pay for the gaffy sticks? Why not their heads?
Which would you rather have dumped on your office floor?
True.
Besides, they're ceremonial weapons, unique to each warrior. It's just as good.
Yeah, whatever.
Excellent. Now, just so we understand,
I could literally just
this is an
steal the
enforceable
weapons.
Contract. Zerka Corporation takes this very seriously. Here's your license, and a few directions. We believe one of their enclaves is in the far south of the Dune Sea. You might try following one of our sand crawlers. They're regularly attacked. I wouldn't mind you escorting them.
Let's go back to my first question.
Very well, though I do have work to get back to.
Really, you were kind of just standing here, doing nothing. I want to ask about... Do I want to ask about Zerka?
Of course. Zerka Corporation records are available at our representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours, please. For your needs here, we maintain a fully stocked storehouse. Speak with Greta Holda about any purchases.
Yes, ma'am. May I ask how your operations here on Tatooine are doing?
Certainly. Please pose your questions to the representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours, please.
Why the secrets? Company stuck you
I'm
here.
sorry, but I can't help you. I'll have to refer you to the representative kiosk.
Eh.
Very well.
I
though
could
do
force
have work to
persuade,
get
but I
back
kind of
to.
already know. I don't really need to know that much. Anything out of the ordinary
I
happening?
assume that by out of the ordinary, you're referring to the destruction of Terrace? That is all anyone is talking about. I'm afraid Zerka Corporation is not offering any comment on those events. We wouldn't wish to anger the participants.
Fair enough. Wanna know about anything more local?
If you're looking for local events, I suggest you go to the Swoop Track, one of the few leisure industries on Tatooine. There was also a Jawa here earlier, saying something about needing help. I think he's out by the city gates.
Jawa.
I can't be more specific about what he wanted. Our droid translators had difficulty with the message. Very well. I assume that
Wasn't there more? Hold on,
I'm
there
afraid
was
Zerka
more.
Corp.
Oh.
Farewell.
Well, I'm not gonna antagonize Circuit Corp at the moment. There's no need. It's unnecessary. Yes, what is it? This is about mining of sand people. You go to the Circa officers. I just manage the storehouse. Do I have anything to no, I've already... I don't. I literally just bought stuff. I don't have anything. I wanna... Goddamn. I wanna ask about bounties. Not my affair. You wanna hunt for Circa Corporation, you talk to the protocol officer. Okay. So I guess the only bounty is the sand people. I want to ask about Circa Corp. Go ask a Circa officer. I just collect my credits at the end of the day, just like the miners or guards. How do you think they're doing here on Tatooine? Doesn't matter what I think. Maybe they'll pull out, maybe they won't. I'll man the store on the next rock. Okay. Anything out of the ordinary happening? Well, it's odd that I'm talking to the Manan Sector Champion, but with Taris gone, you likely don't have much choice about where to race. Everybody's just telling me about Swoop Race. What about local events? Don't care about them. I stay in the Circa compound. We could be on a pleasure world for all I care or know. What about your opinions on Taris? You know what? At least the Sith seem to make things happen. How old is the Republic? 15,000 years? It's stagnant. Every year, ships get a little faster, droids get a little smarter, and people get a little fatter. That's about it for progress. I suspect I'd do just as much grunt labor under them as I do now. They'll at least shake things up. Okay. Even if it means the deaths of innocents? Nobody's innocent once their mother has left the room. That's just my view. Alright, bit of a pessimist. Bye then. Come back if you need any supplies. It's been real, bro. Nice talking to ya. See ya later. Oh, man. It's been a weird day. It snowed twice in the past few days. Been really weird because it's like the middle of spring, and like there's like I took a picture because there's a tree outside that's like blossoming. It's like pink. The petals are falling all over. Don't you believe a word of what Circa Corporation said in there? There's always a peaceful solution to conflict. They're just lazy. And I woke. Okay, well let me just. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Circa miners have been attacked by sand people, so the company Circa Corporation wants them killed. They didn't ask you to do it? Sand people aren't animals. I've watched them, and they are intelligent. There must be a way to peacefully stop the attacks, I know it. But no one will try, of course. You can't even leave the city without Circa approval, and they want the sand people dead. Circa said that the sand people attacked first. Well, yes, they did. They attacked the Circa, who deployed numerous giant sand crawlers and started tearing up the desert with ion shovels and whatever else. What would you have done? To the sand people, it must have seemed like an invasion. There were no negotiations for territory or resources. I don't think the killing has been justified, but as a conservationist, I'm hoping someone at least tries to talk this out. I don't know if it's easy to communicate with sand people. What would you suggest then? Communication. If we could just speak to them, but they don't talk. At least not in any language an average translator can understand. That's what I just said, yeah. There was even a Jedi here a few years ago that couldn't seem to get through to them. I think that ended in blood, too. I'm not saying it would be easy, but someone has to try. Maybe with a real translation droid, not these old protocol scrap heaps walking around. Who would have a capable droid? They're pretty rare even on well-stocked worlds, but I'm sure I heard something about an unusual droid in the shop here on Tatooine. I'm sure I had heard Yuka Laka say that it could speak a Sand People dialect, although he'd say rust is gold to make a sail. With that droid, maybe you could talk to them. I wouldn't survive. Maybe with desert robes as a disguise, someone could get into their enclave. Oh god, okay. Where would that enclave you mentioned be? What? It's no secret where they are. The attacks get worse the further southwest in the Dune Sea you go. Then people die on both sides. Where would you get ropes to match theirs? I suppose you could take them off of the warrior raiders in the Dune Sea, but there's no way I'd survive anything like that. Plus, you would have to explain why you killed their warriors if you're trying to make peace, but I suppose there's no other way. Oh, God. Maybe I'll look into it. Sure, that's what Circuit Corporation keeps saying, and then they just start shooting again. The fighting won't stop until they're all dead. Until the Circa leave. The one is as likely as the other with the way things are going. Bah, what do I know? Whoo boy, this is gonna be a whole thing. It's about what I expected.